Our next speaker is Amara Wanoro, a child psychologist and a graduate of the Rotterdam University. She's passionate about shaping young minds and contributing to the future through education and personal development. Nice to have you here, Tosi Amara. Again, please, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can, Crystal.
Hello. First of all, happy International Women's Day. I think it's a good thing to celebrate and to just, continue to show up as ourselves and to celebrate us as women all the time. So yeah, my name's Amara Wanro. I graduated from Vanderbilt last summer. I graduated with a degree in psychology and gender. So, yeah, and I'm excited to be here today. Thank you all for having me, and thank you to the previous speakers as well. Thank you for your words. I really love it. Anyways, I'll probably keep this really brief, because this has been such a great seminar and everything. What I wanted to talk about today was just about celebration and how we show up to celebrate ourselves. Because I think that as a woman, especially as a young woman, um, just where I'm at, I think many people can identify that with this, but there haven't been a lot of times where I've taken time for myself to celebrate me without someone else having to say, "Oh, you did a good job. Oh, this is good." Someone else providing the value to me when really and truly the value should be coming from within myself, and I should be able to know that. Um, so yeah, so for instance, I remember when I was in college, I had a really great semester, had a 4.0, I had gotten all A's and everything, and I was really, really excited about it. And it was after like a long, grueling semester. I had advocated for myself from different professors and just the university as a whole. And once I had accomplished it all, I was just kind of like, okay, on to the next thing, which is not necessarily a bad mentality to have, because as people, we're always moving forward. We always want to continue to create, always want to continue to innovate and progress and everything. And there was a lot of work that I had put in that I wasn't acknowledging for myself. And that is a discredit to myself. And I think that as, you know, mothers, sisters, people in the household, community members, and such, I feel like oftentimes we just kind of push ourselves and want to continue to be helpful in spaces that we're in without taking the necessary time to realize, hey, I did this. This was a good job, and I provide value where I'm at without having to wait for someone else to tell us that we are valuable. So I think that taking just some time to celebrate, um, is good. I also think, especially because women are, as we all know, are not valued or respected in the way that we should be as, byproduct of like patriarchy and just how misogyny works as well. And just how it shows up in day to day, not just from society, but also within ourselves. Um, so knowing that and just kind of knowing there isn't going to be a moment where all that you do and all the value that you provide and all the work that you've put in is going to be fully and wholly acknowledged by society and by others just by virtue of the way that patriarchy works. So if we're going to keep waiting on, oh, one day someone's going to say, good job, or one day someone's going to understand the value that we hold, sometimes that does happen. But if you're going to stay and wait around for that, you're going to be waiting for a long time. And I think that sometimes I've seen it in some of my college peers and such. Sometimes we get lost in that and not knowing the value that we hold. Um, so just kind of taking the time to understand where we're at and just celebrate. Like I think a speaker before me said that, there's progress to be made every single day, just even showing up a little bit by little. There is celebration in that. There is celebrating who we are, who we were, and who we are going to continue to be, and who we want to be in the future. There's celebration in showing up, there's celebration in working hard, there's celebration in understanding the value that you behold for yourself and your community. So I think that we should push back on narratives of just like we have to like continue to of just go, 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 go without taking a second to I did a good job today. And to just really affirm yourself as women, to affirm yourself as community members, to affirm yourself as a sister, as a mother, as just a person who shows up every single day. Like we need to affirm ourselves because we are valuable because we are who we are, not just because we're women, even though being a woman is very valuable. Like I love being a woman. As one of the first speakers said, if I had to choose in every life, I would choose to be a woman every time. I wholly believe that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Thus, I want to celebrate that for myself. So just yes, not letting narratives of how of placing our value in how we serve others. We don't need to only value ourselves based on what we can do for others as well. It's great to be a server. I love serving others. I think that it's helpful to my community and makes me a better community member, a better teacher, a better sister, a better daughter and everything. And I have value outside of my role in other people. I have value for myself and for what I want to do for myself. Um, so yeah, like I said, it was gonna be brief. I didn't want to hold up anybody today too much, but yes, that's all I have. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so very much.